Alright, so making small batch of wax sand. I only have like 7 or 8 foot holds, so I don't need to make a whole bunch that people use, concrete mixtures and everything. I just picked this play sand up from Menards. I think it was like $4 a bag for a 40-pound bag, and I sifted it, got all the bigger rocks out. That's what this pan is. Then I went to Hobby Lobby and got a 10-pound block of wax. And then this is what it was a lot bigger. And I just used a potato peeler with the block, shaved off a bunch, got it all shaved off just like your flaked wax. And then for these batches, I'm doing about, it's a cup and a quarter, so about 3 cups of sand in my 9x12 pan, and then 1 cup of waxed. This was a batch I just pulled off, and it's still pretty warm. But once you get it off and get that wax put in, just make sure you're constantly moving this sand so it doesn't clump up. And even if it does, with these small batches, you could just crush them. It's not big. This is a older one. See, it's kind of built up, but here I could just crush any of those pieces that are clumped together. Then once it's cooled down, I'll bring it into my 5-gallon bucket. It's good to go. Alright, got our pan here. I sifted all my sand. Just get a couple scoops. A good even amount. Then we'll let that cook, burn off any water that's in the sand. Alright, I got this sand that's just been on the stove now on very low on both burners here, and I just waited till all the water and all the steam, I just waited till it stopped steaming, got all the water out of it, so now it's nice and dry. Now this is just like a 9x12 baking pan that I have on the stove. With that amount of sand, I'll add 1 cup of the flaked wax. I'll add about half of it. Stir it in. Make sure to get all the corners. It'll start looking wet, but that's just that wax melting into it. Once that's all melted, I'll add the other half. Mix that all in until it's all good and melted. Get all the dry sand mixed in where it looks wet. So that's looking good. Now we'll take it over to our other tin pans to cool. Okay, bring it over. Do about half and half. Then just spread evenly. It's going to take a little bit to start cooling, so you got a good, 3 to 4 minutes before that wax starts hardening. So then you can get your next batch of sand on the burner and started. So this has been sitting for a little bit, cooling. You can see it's starting to clump up just a little bit. You clumping up, break it up. It's hard to do one-handed, but just keep it moving. This one I've been keeping it moving, and then it's still pretty warm, so just wait until it's cool to the touch and you should be good to go put it into your bucket or pail or whatever you're going to use to hold this stuff. But one bag of sand is going to give me about 5 gallons worth of wax sand, so that should be plenty to start out. I got another bag I could do, but only run the small line, trapping line on a creek. I don't need a whole bunch, but just to prove that it works, got some wax sand. It's already been done. Make our bowl. Get some water. There. So you can see it's just puddling up on top. It ain't going through, it ain't seeping through. It's working just fine. It'll work perfect for your traps. So if you're wanting to make a quick, cheap batch, I think the sand costs $4 a bag. The block of wax, I think you can get it for like $16 if you use they have a 40% off coupon for one item in the store. Use that, so $16. And then really it's just a lot of time and effort. So if you just need a little bit, quick and easy, here you go. So if you like it, like the video, and good luck trapping.